Welcome back. The show Your Real Estate Today. Hey, it's Paul Jameson. Hope you're having a great Saturday and a good day today. I am the host of the show Your Real Estate Today and owner of Jameson Realty and Jameson Property Management and Jameson Property Investments. Also Jameson Property Maintenance. We can just throw in another one too. Uh, I should do Jameson dot real estate maintenance, property management investments. Okay, so I'm here with Sandy Dickinson with CrossCountry Mortgage. Sandy, before we move on to the next subject, talk about ARMs and jumbo rates and
Okay,
anything else
well,
exciting.
jumbo rates are still better than conforming rates. I priced one today and I was just super
Why?
happy.
Why? More money. That's more
Why?
money.
Well, they're different investors, number one. And there's an inversion of the yield, which, that's high finance talk. But the fact of the matter is, jumbo rates are better. We're selling them to other than Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And, and, and you know what? They're a little tougher to get. You have to have great credit for, as typically, good income and all that. So maybe they're a little less risky in some cases. And
Yeah.
the arms are a little better on the jumbos, a tiny bit better on the conforming. But if you're not going to keep the loan more than a few years and you have a good adjustable rate mortgage rate, I would go with that. Like the 10-year is not that risky because the rate doesn't change for 10 years. And we have a nice 5-year, and that rate doesn't change for 5 years. So I'm not afraid of arms. Like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to arm, but I don't find them to be overly risky right now, especially with in the environment where we're thinking in a couple years or maybe even next year we'll be able to refinance people and drop their payment a few $100.
Yeah. I think that'll make a big difference. I really do. That's good. Well, anything else exciting to share about CrossCountry Mortgage?
Just that we will take great care of you, and we will, and I know that Paul's about to talk about building wealth in 2023, and we help get you into debt, and we always want to help you get out, and so we talk about that a lot, about how to structure your finances to go forward after you get your loan, and a lot of this stuff Paul and I talk about all the time, and we're always throwing out new ideas, and it's good. It's very good.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun, actually. You know, it's an interesting thing because Sandy, you are an investor, and so you understand not just the world of helping someone find their forever home or their residence, but also you're a big real estate investor and enjoy that part. And you work with a lot of investors because I work with a lot of investors too. And so building wealth is a big part of that. I spoke to a group yesterday about 2023. And I have a big, not a big, but on the wall, I have something that I look at every day that says, what am I not seeing? And so when I look at 2023, I'm continuing as I'm doing my business planning and getting ready for the year. I'm like, what am I not seeing in 2023? And here is an interesting aha that came my way. There's a book out there, and I don't have the name of it right now. If you find it, because I know I texted you what that book, Sandy, is. And there's a book out there that talks about how to invest your money in such a way that you partner with the government. Now, I'm a highly conservative guy, and partnering with the government is like the last thing I want to do. But there are ways to make investments that are actually uh, beneficial when it comes to taxes. And one of those is housing. There are others. There's food, energy, uh, jobs, you know, retirement, health. But for this purpose, since it's my show and I'm about real estate, we're going to talk about that. But one of the things I learned from a gentleman who I'm going to be bringing in. So this is a big, exciting announcement for me. In January, I will be bringing in my CPA from Florida, or not Florida, from Georgia, who I just hired. His name's Brian. I'm going to bring him in to talk about tax strategies related to real estate. Now, recently, I worked with him and with another gentleman down in Sarasota, who's also named Brian, to work on cost segregation for my residential rental real estate. It has been a true game changer for me. And there are ways that I can set up my residential rentals and my portfolio in real estate to make it a benefit. I always say to people, like Donald Trump or not, the dude paid like $750 in federal income tax last year. Why did he do that? Why did he get away with that? Well, it's because he has learned and has people in his life that help him make investments and be strategic about how he pays taxes. I've been attending conferences in Austin, Texas, and in the primary purpose of those conferences is to help me and my clients build wealth in very strategic ways and using real estate as a primary driver for that. And I'm learning so much about tax. I mean, who'd have thought you wake up in the morning and be happy to learn about taxes? Not me. My CPA used to tell me, he goes, "Hey, man, you're paying taxes. That's awesome. That means you're making money." I never felt good about that. What I feel good about is not paying taxes and getting to keep my money, right? So I'm conservative, not only fiscally, but I'm conservative, in my beliefs. And I believe if there is a way to invest my hard-earned money, that every dollar that I invest is working in one form or another, I think it makes a difference. I have a lot of people right now, Sandy, who are wanting to sell their home or interested in selling their home, but they got a 3%, 4% mortgage right now. They don't want to sell, right?
No, they don't.
So this buy now, sell later program, or just holding on to the existing home that you have, making it an investment property because you're in at a 3 to 4% loan, still allows you to capture the tax deduction. I'm not a CPA. Please consult your CPA for more information, but I had a good night's sleep last night, even though it doesn't sound like it. There, you're able to capture the deduction of primary home, where if you've lived there 2 out of any 5 years, in the last 2 out of any of the last 5 years, you are tax exempt on the gain as a single person, 250,000, as a married couple, $500,000. So if you hold on to that primary home and you rent it out for 3 years, you can, if you've lived there at least 5, you can then still get the gain tax free up to those limits. And you can get the benefits of having rental property and using that as an investment for cash flow while you go out and buy another house. Because Sandy's right. There are ways to make that more affordable. So let's just say you buy a rental home. What have residential rental rates gone up so far this year?
Yes,
About
they
12
have.
to 14%. Way up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
If
a
you're a landlord,
lot.
you love it. If you're a landlord, you love
Yeah, that's right. But my favorite saying is, what's the interest on rent?
it. 0.
Yeah, it's 100%, right?
Oh, I
A
mean,
hundred.
100%. Knew it was
Yeah,
one or
you
the
knew,
other.
you knew the answer. We've done it 10 times. All right. So the sweet spot, if you're interested in buying a piece of property, is somewhere between $200,000 and $300,000. So if you're able to get a loan for that amount of money, it's very beneficial. You need about 6 months worth of reserves, And of course, you need to qualify if you're going to borrow, but make sure you have 6 months there because I don't want to get forced to put a renter in there that it doesn't qualify. It just makes more sense, right? All right. If you want to learn more about that, you can always call us at 846-DONE, 846-3663, or on the web at myjamisonhomes.com. And Sandy, if they want to talk to you and they want to understand what products you have, they want some help. Should I, shouldn't I, can't I get a mortgage? What should they do?
They call my mobile at 704-577-0144.
704-577-0144. Now, it's Saturday, probably approximately 2:59 and 30 seconds. So we hope you're having a great Saturday, and we hope that 3 o'clock and beyond is happy for you. God bless. Take care. Talk to you next week. The Show, Your Real Estate Today.